Hello, YouTubers. I'm Angela Logan. Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. Still Thursday. Yeah, still Thursday, November 14th, 2019. Thanks for joining me. Kind of chilling, laying back, relaxing. I thought I'd jump back on. I wanted to talk to you ladies for just a second. A friend of mine tagged me in a video that's going viral about the lady in Houston who got in the Lyft ride and the driver kept driving and was, I guess, rude and abrupt with her when she was letting him know that he was not going in the right direction, to her job. And she noticed him backing up into, like, I guess, a garage or whatever, and she was able to get out, which by the grace of God, she was able to get out and get to safety to where she could, notify police and, of course, do a video to let the world know of her experience. But it just goes to show you how crazy, how crazy people are out here. We never know what situation we're going to be in. You know, we never know as women what situation we're going to be in. I mean, I was just listening to that tonight, and I just went, back in to recap what she was saying, and it was like, wow. Imagine calling a Lyft because your car wasn't working properly and you've got your kid, trying to get your kid off to school, and then you're trying to get to your job. And you call someone who you think's safe and has been checked out, and now you are in this foreign car with a foreign person you don't know anything about. They don't know you, and you're trusting them to do right by you. And what's the crazy part about people. And I keep saying this to people all the time. You don't know people. This is why I'm baffled. Even in these conversations I have with you guys about certain cases or whatever, the behavior of the people that are involved, the suspicions of the people that are involved. How is it that some of you can come to the conclusion that you know these people? That's the part I don't get about so many people. And yes, I know we should be more trusting of people and not think the worst of man. But as you see, a lady calls for a ride. She's assuming this person has been checked and verified. And has taken her out of the way of her destination into a foreign place she does not know. And obviously someone was lying in wait to retrieve her. Hey, the goods, I guess, in their eyesight. This is baffling, because she is lucky that she can tell the story, spin the web. Hey, I was able to get out of this car. Now you think about if that car had power locks. He's got control of the locks. She can't get out. Then here comes this other person. You think they're not going to do what they got to do to get her out of there? And wherever they're trying to take her? Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine. And this is what I'm saying. We take for granted just walking outside our door as women. Okay? Going basic places, shopping, school, work, out for the night, traveling, wherever. You don't know people. I keep saying this all the time. I say this when I'm not on YouTube. I say this in conversations to people, especially in these about these topics we talk about on here, about people in general. You all like to fuss and cuss about strange people you've never met, yet you're willing to go to bat for them. You understand what I'm saying? What's the difference? How is it different? Because you don't know these people out here. You don't know these people out here walking around, living beside you, over you, under you, behind you. You don't know these people. And what's crazy to me, this fool had to have given his information to the Lyft company, some type of information. You know, I'm assuming they took a copy of an ID, insurance, because I know when you drive for these paid rides, you have to have verification of a car, a registration, insurance. Naturally, they want you to have all of that before you can even be approved as a driver. So someone had to give some personal information of a human being with a driver's license, insurance, registration of a car, and they got approved to pick this young lady up. Now you think about that, and the fact that you gave this information and you're willing to, what, abduct a person? So then now we have to wonder, what's the information that they gave? You understand? Because you know they had to show this Lyft company some type of verification of who they are and the car and yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm I know, I mean, just watching her in the video, I was just like, I know I'm not hearing what I think I'm hearing. I know I'm not hearing what I think I'm hearing. And I know you all threw out the other day, you know, about sex trafficking and things like that. And I had made the video about the hypothesis and things. Yeah, it's baffling and disturbing to even think, you know, when people go missing, women go missing, that it could be human trafficking or yeah. And like I said, I never said that does not go on. Obviously, okay, it does. Yeah, there are some places that have a serious epidemic with human trafficking. But it's just, like I said, if you don't hear of it every day and you don't see of it, then you just, you know, you'll hear something about it. You hear the subject, but you don't know if this case or that case is actually that. And so now seeing this lady, you know, tell the story, then naturally it comes to fruition that, wow, okay, obviously they weren't about to go have coffee somewhere at, you know, Starbucks. This was not going to be a good turnout if she had been able to get taken out of that vehicle to another one. Ladies, Lord have mercy, please be careful when you're out here. You have got to be careful. I mean, we all make mistakes, and people we talk to, taking chances, meeting people we don't know or going places with them. You know, the worst case scenario of getting yourself missing perhaps. But this was just a lady trying to go to work, you know? A lady trying to go to work. So now women are going to be fearful to even get in a Lyft or Uber or Share Ride or whoever's name's on the company logo or whatever, because you're thinking, hell, they may not know this person, and even if they've got verified information, you still don't know this person. Maybe this is just a crazy person that said, hey, I don't care. They got my information, but I'm going to do what I want to do despite verification of my government name or whatever. And you know that's a crazy person when they'll give their information to a company. And naturally they had to log in to accept the ride, because you do all that through your, you know, debit card, credit card, whatever. So all that's being verified through the computer system, all that. So that lets you know the person just don't give a damn, that they're willing to go through the motion and, I guess, get caught. You want to get caught. Excuse me. Unless the information you've given is false, everything you gave was false. I don't even know what to say. I mean, this one takes the cake right here. This one takes the cake. I'm very grateful that that lady is safe. I am praying that they find the guy who was driving the car. I pray that they find the other person who was involved, who was, you know, lying in wait, you know, the second guy, or however many guys there are involved, people involved, because that's weird. But one thing that's good is that there's a location, okay? She's got ID of the person Naturally, she knows what the other person looks like. Um, the place where he pulled up. Naturally, they're going to come, swoop in. How quick are you going to be able to vacate the premises and get everything out however you got it set up inside? I guess we'll find that out later. But it just goes to show you there's some sick people out here. There are some sick people out here, and you don't know anybody. You know, it was sad when these Uber and Lyft companies started, and you start hearing all these old whack stories of people, harassing the drivers and being belligerent to them and disrespectful and lashing out, physical harm against the drivers. And it was like, these people are trying to make a living. Then you start hearing the flip side. You start hearing the drivers being, suspect, making lewd comments, being rude, belligerent, physical, and now trying to, I guess, hey, abduct somebody, abduct a lady. I'm speechless. I am speechless. It seems like every day there is, can we talk about something great, nice going on in the world? I guess maybe I need to, bring some happier stories on this channel, because this is outrageous. I mean, the children's stories is one thing. Just as quick as, like I said, I talk about one, I think I'll get a little bit of rest because it's being quiet in certain little areas where you're not getting any information. And then somebody will say, hey, have you heard about this? More negative stories about a child. And then I just brought you a video, about Miss Blanchard, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna wind down for the night. And then some said, nope, you better make a video about the young lady in Houston. Wow. Ladies, we have got to be careful. We have got to watch ourselves when we leave our homes, the places that we frequent, the places that we go. You cannot keep your guard down. You have got to be aware of everything. The moment you walk outside the door, the moment you get to the car, get in the car, you need to be looking around you. You need to be looking at people standing around. You need to be looking at people everywhere. Wherever you're going, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're even going into business that has a lot of people. There's always somebody sick. There's always somebody watching. I can speak of somebody personally, that lives where I live. I can say that every time I come out the door, I could be standing outside, going to the mailbox or waiting on someone. This person just pops up. I mean, it's really crazy. I didn't know if I really wanted to share this or not, but you know what? I feel like I'm not going to hold anything back. I don't have any reason to. I want them to know I said it. You make it obvious. You make it obvious. Who walks by a person's door to go down the stairs to the bottom when they live facing the parking lot? Listen at me good. 3 floors, 4 apartments on the floors, each floor. 4 apartments per floor. The person faces the parking lot, okay? So they have a landing right there at their door. Now, instead of that person choosing to go down the landing closest to their door, they backtrack across the hall and come down my set of stairs to go by my door, and then cross over my landing and then go back down to get to their car or wherever. And they don't think I've noticed that. And they don't think I haven't seen that. And one day I did say something outside loud enough where they could hear, because I didn't care. Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? You're making it obvious. Could be sitting in the car talking to somebody. and you just so happen to come down the stairs. You notice it. Because if you see the person do it more than one time, you keep noticing the path being crossed, you notice that. And the thing that's odd and crazy is they act like I don't notice that they're doing it. Like I don't know that they're doing it. But I do notice that you're doing it. And I know to watch out for you. Oh, yes. See, this is why I tell you. There's always somebody watching everything you do. Every time you go to the car, every time you pop a trunk, pop a door open, you go to your mailbox, you go to the trash, when you leave, when you come back, who's visiting you. You think there's not somebody watching? You have people who, this is their livelihood. Like the sick people driving Uber and Lyfts or whatever, wanting to pick somebody up and try to get them gone. Hey, you have people that live around you. They are the same. They have the same sick, twisted mentality. Now, how far they'll go, that's another subject. But you always have that one, such as that person that was driving that young lady. He decided to take it further. You see what I'm saying? But you have people who lurk around and they watch. And you notice that every time maybe you're doing something, they pop up. And it's not a coincidence. Let me tell you. It's deliberate. And I've noticed it, you know. I've noticed it just in being picked up. Someone's coming to get me to go somewhere. You just happen to come down the stairs. Your balcony door pops open. You understand what I'm saying? Happened this week. AM cold. Cold morning. You pop up like you're cleaning the ice or snow off your car, you know. And mumbling stuff to itself like, ooh, it's cold outside. Go back up the stairs. Never comes back down. You see what I'm saying? Oh, so you would think that if a person came down 3 flights of stairs to wipe the snow off their windshield, that they would be getting in their car after they wiped the snow off. It's not like it was hard ice or anything, or you had to let it sit or anything. You know what I mean? No major snow, just a little light dusting that you could really have wiped off with the windshield wipers. See where I'm going with this? No, because you have looked out and saw, oh, she's down there. Come down, pretend you're playing with the windshield and the snow. That little light dust that you could poof, blow with your mouth and blow the snow off the windshield. And then you play around with it some more. Then you go upstairs. And mind you, I was still waiting for someone. And they were running late. So that's why I knew it was, once again, suspect. Because they cleared the snow off, a little bit of snow off, and then went back upstairs and never came back down. That's because obviously they looked out and saw me standing down there. But see, this is what I'm trying to tell you people. Women, specifically, you have to be aware. Because a lot of times people aren't aware. Like certain things I'll notice, somebody else won't notice. And they'll be like, oh, I never paid attention to that. I don't miss anything. And see, I'm going to tell you, a predator is hoping that you won't notice anything. They're hoping. She don't see me watching her outside of the window or the balcony door. She ain't paying attention that every time she come out, I just happen to come out. They're hoping that you won't notice. They're hoping that you don't think they're walking by your door just for the hell of it because they don't have nothing better to do. Trying to tell you, Big Ange don't miss nothing, honey. Okay? I don't miss nothing. And I tell you something, you cross my path, and I mean what I'm saying. It'd be the last time you'll be peeping and stalking and lurking around corners. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give it straight to the dome. You got to be firm with these people because you have sick people out here. I'm telling you. Not saying nothing bad couldn't happen to me or anybody, but just saying you have to stay aware. These people are sick out here. These men are sick. And they're watching and they're lurking. Grateful that lady made it out. That's a little quick testimony. Didn't mean to take up your time. Thanks for listening, my subscribers, people who watch me, sharing. It is Big Ange in the high 10, honey. And I thank you guys. And I want you ladies to stay safe out there. Please stay safe. Just be aware of your surroundings. People, mind your children. Because we have some people who are not too kind. And we want you all around. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.